What's going on YouTube? Is Jason with JJ Drones, and I guess you could say yesterday was kind of a comedy of errors. I went through some of the footage that I was supposed to have been filming yesterday, and well, the footage that was being taken on the side of the truck wasn't actually footage because it was on photo instead of video. So I didn't get any video from the side of the truck. So, you know, it is what it is. Yesterday just did not go as planned. And like I said, sometimes that happens in trucking. But as you can see, we got some snow last night, and it's a cold 11 degrees out this morning. But I mean, the sun is absolutely gorgeous. The truck stop here is full, except for a few parking spots here and there, but there's going to be a lot of drivers waiting to deliver here in Fargo, North Dakota tomorrow morning. But we're not going to be sticking around. We've got a delivery in Greenwood, Wisconsin tomorrow morning, and so we're going to get out and get this pre-trip done and start getting out of here. And so there's not going to be too much recording going on today, other than driving. We got to stop and get fuel. Then when we get to the customer, that'll be the end of this video, or this series. I really hope that you've enjoyed it so far, but let's get in the truck and get into this video.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spreading in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
Okay guys, we are getting out of here. Hopefully I have both cameras recording now, unlike yesterday. And we are leaving the Petro in Fargo, North Dakota. And it is a cold one, but that sun is out. Makes it look a lot warmer than it is. And like I said, we got a pretty hefty snowfall last night. I mean, it wasn't massive or anything, but I did look at the weather reports. I'm not going down there. I did look at the weather reports last night, and it did show that it was going to end around 1 or 2 in the morning. So I just figured, what the heck, I'll just park here. We've only got about 368 miles to drive today, which is, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. You're like, Jason, that's a lot of driving. No, not really. But we got the coffee made. We got the truck washed yesterday, so it's looking a lot better. Got a lot of that road grime off, as you could see when I took you around the truck. A lot of people trying to leave the truck stop this morning. which is good to see. A lot of these trucks will be sitting here until tomorrow morning because they've got a delivery here in Fargo. But we're going to be parking at the customer tonight. And the reason that we do that is, well, for one, it's convenient. If you're able to park at a customer, you don't have to worry about making sure you're up on time to get there. And a lot of the times, if you're unsure, you can go on to Google Maps, pull up the customer, and drivers will leave a review and it'll say whether or not they allow overnight parking. And I did that yesterday, and it says that the customer allows overnight parking, so that's what we shall do. Now you can see the road is kind of shiny, and it's probably from the salt melting the snow and the ice. Still want to take it easy, because with it being 11, 12 degrees outside, it really won't take much for that to freeze again. But there's the boys in the plows. Thank you very much, Fargo Department of Transportation, for cleaning off your roads so well. Appreciate that. And there is just a blizzard coming off the top of my trailer right now. And we are now in Minnesota. The spray from the highway is freezing once it hits the windshield. So I'm gonna turn my defroster on. Because that's not normal. And I think my windshield wipers are actually kind of frozen themselves from the truck wash last night, but that's okay. At least they didn't stick to the bottom of the windshield. But we've had this beautiful weather since we got unloaded over there in Kent, Washington. I mean, it has pretty much followed us all the way over here. Don't like the cold, but hey, at least it's sunny out. There's no snow flying around. And we can get at it. There's trucking companies out there that don't have generators or APUs on their trucks, and if your motor doesn't run and it's bitter cold outside, I mean, some of them even supply you with a bunk heater. without having the APU on the truck, but it doesn't do you any good in the bitter cold because you'll just drain your batteries down. It's almost to the point where if you're driving for a company that doesn't allow you to, or doesn't give you an APU or a generator or some way of keeping the cab warm when the truck is off, you really need to rethink where you're working. Throughout the past 2 years, is that it's better for you to figure out a way to be self-sufficient while you're on the road versus depending on truck stops and restaurants to be there to take care of you. Obviously, truck stops got to be there to get you fuel, but as far as food goes, you really need to have a backup plan. And I've always had that backup plan in place. I don't know, since my days working at Prime, I guess. Because I had to figure out a way to provide food for myself on the road because I couldn't always afford to eat out. And now that I drive for Breakbush, I could afford to eat out whenever I wanted. But why would I do that when I could just save the money and eat better food for me from home? Because eating fast food every day is not good for you. It's just not. And if you eat in the truck stops at their sit-down restaurants, you're gonna drop 30 bucks a meal. Easy. So you kind of really have to consider your options and eat smart when you're on the road. Well, we're going to continue on down the road, and if I think of anything that I want to talk about, I'll pop back up. But we're going to run these GoPros until they stop GoProing. See you in a bit.
I know. It comes down to all or nothing. This time it's for real, we can't pretend. You know, they're closing in, and I don't wanna miss a shot. Adrenaline, so give it everything that you got. Don't stop. In your eyes,
Welcome back. We are still in Minnesota, but we are just about ready to cross over into Wisconsin. And when we get into Wisconsin, we're going to stop at the TA at exit 4 in Hudson, and we're going to top off a little bit of fuel. Right now I'm sitting right on the red mark, so that's always fun. But I know that I've got enough fuel to make it to my fuel stop, no problem. But when we get there, I will go ahead and put on one of the GoPros and go around and put fuel on. And then we're gonna be off to our destination for the day. So we're leaving the Abbeyland truck stop in Curtis, Wisconsin, and I've actually flown here before. And it's a really good place if you're trying to find a good place to get brats. A friend of mine used to come here all the time just to get brats to take home. But lots of parking, free Wi-Fi, nice showers, nice sit-down restaurant. It's a really good place to stop off of Wisconsin Highway 29. And you can actually see the water tower from miles away. So make sure if you stop in that you get yourself some brats. Definitely well worth the trip. Now I had to overshoot my customer by about 10 miles so I could stop and use the facilities before I park at the customer overnight. So we're gonna go park at the customer, find a place where we're not in the way, just in case somebody needs to move in or something like that tonight. Not move in, but move around trailers or whatever. And we have an 8 a.m. appointment in the morning, so probably get up around 7. I do appreciate all of you that have come along for this ride, because it actually has given me something to do other than just kind of be with myself. And well, I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to you. And I've had Ryan for the last month and a half, and I've had him to talk to. And so not having him in the truck, this kind of you know, kind of facilitates having that other person in the truck, if that makes any sense. I don't pay attention to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But the best thing about it is that I got to take you along and showing you some absolutely beautiful footage, and I got to show you, you know, some of the bad parts of trucking. So, you know, there are good and bad in every job. And this job is no different than any other one. Let's get down the road. I've got the GoPros running. And then as soon as we get to the customer, and then we'll close this video out. Stay with us. Now, one of the negatives of having a YouTube channel is whenever you have to film, or just basically all of the equipment that you have to carry. I am now charging the one drone battery and 4 of the GoPro batteries that I used today. And then all this stuff has my live stream equipment in there, and there's my drone case, and then there's a tripod, and then my suitcase for all of my other drone stuff, and then my computer. And on top of the computer we have the Mammoth mount. But here it is, This is the Mammoth mount. You get this at the truck stop, and this thing is solid. I mean, you can put in pretty much any smartphone. Just look at the suction cup on this thing. This thing is just huge. And this thing is solid. I mean, just solid. You've got an adjustment here to where you can adjust how this goes, and I don't want to mess around with it because I have it perfect how I want it. But then this here, where it actually holds your phone, will pop open. Now this will hold pretty much any smartphone out there. I was thinking maybe it would hold like a iPad mini, but no, that would be too big. But they do have tablet mounts that you can get for this. You put the phone in, and then you just push. You hear how it's clicking? Every time that clicks, that's how it's going to hold that phone in there. Now I'm using my phone to film this because all my GoPro batteries are dead, so I apologize for that. And then right here, you can bend this, and you really have to work at it to bend it. But when it bends, it doesn't lose its shape like other phone holders would. And I've been using this all week, and all the footage that you get from the cell phone in the cab is actually using this as my phone holder. So I highly recommend this. You can actually buy it through Amazon in my associates links below. I can't recommend this thing enough. I absolutely love it. And if you're looking to use something for phone, or use your phone for footage in your car or in your semi like me, I would highly recommend using this. This is not sponsored. I did pay for this with my own money. The only drawback, if I was gonna say there was a drawback with it, is you can only use your phone's camera that's pointing out. You're not gonna be able to use your phone's camera pointing back this way because the phone camera is covered up with either here or one of these arms. But it's 4 points, so this isn't gonna move. Your phone's not going anywhere. I can guarantee you that. You don't even have to put it on your windshield. You put it on a smooth surface like this table. I'm really pulling on it, and that is not going anywhere. So if you're looking for a mount that you could actually use to do YouTube videos in your vehicle or pretty much anywhere, I mean, I'm really trying to get this thing off of there. And then all you have to do to get it off of there is just push these two tabs in and pull, go up. Voila, simple as that. So this is the end of our trip. We're here, we're at our destination. And like I said earlier, the only thing that's left is to unload in the morning, and then we can go ahead and get ready to do locals on Tuesday, and then we can go home. If you like this content, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload one of these videos to YouTube. This is going to be the end of this driving series, but the next series that's going to be coming out is my Wreaths Across America series. Look forward to that coming to the JJ Drones YouTube channel very, very soon. And if you want to see more pictures that I don't have on my YouTube channel, all you have to do is go to my Facebook and my Instagram pages, JJ Drones 360. I've got a bunch of them out there, so go ahead and go over there and check them out. You can even follow me there if you'd like. But I appreciate all of your support, and I appreciate you coming along for this ride with me, and I'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.